Hey, what is up, guys? It is N-Strike Pro here, your pro for everything Nerf. And today we're at my desk again because that means it's time for another Nerf news video. Today we're going to be talking about the News-Modulus Regulator. Now, this got leaked a couple days ago. A little late to the punch on this, but I might as well show you guys because this is probably the coolest Nerf blaster we've seen in a very long time, at least since 2014 or 2015 when we got like the Demolisher. This is the coolest flywheel blaster I think we're ever gonna get. So yeah, what makes this thing so special? Off the bat, it looks cool. It looks like it comes with a bunch of these weird attachments, but I'll show you guys. Selector switch. It has a selector switch. Single fire, 3-round burst, or full auto. That is insane. I've never seen Nerf do that before, and that's just ridiculous. I am so excited for this blaster because of that. I think having that is really, really cool. So yeah, next feature, the stock. Compared to this stock right here, which I actually have, my Modulus stock, this stock looks to be better because it holds an extra mag and it looks sturdy. This stock holds an extra mag, but it's not very sturdy. It's kind of, as you can see, if I apply some force, it begins to tactical flop like that. It's not a very well-made stock. The magazine is really nice, though. The magazine port, it sticks in really well, and it's pretty comfy stock. As you can see, it's got this nice comfy area in the back. So it makes a good stock. However, because of these two little thin plastic rods, if you try to prime the blaster against you, you're going to have a problem. Now, a lot of people do this in real firearms, like they use the stock. They use their shoulder kind of to prime it a little bit more by using the stock. You cannot do that with that stock. Unlike the Modulus, where it's flywheel, it's less of an issue, but still, if you want to shoulder it, it's kind of annoying to have it wiggle all the time. You know, tactical flop, but that's not what I call it. I call it pain in the hind end. Anyway, this thing up here looks like it's a sight, but it also looks like a barrel. Zoom in on that to show you guys. That is an N-Strike barrel attachment. I'm assuming there's another one, and it looks like a sight. Like, do you look through your barrel as a sight? Because I know I did this once. I took, like, the foregrip one that you put on the bottom of a blaster. I took that once, and used it. But then I put, like, a Retaliator barrel on top of it and used that as a sight. It was hilarious. I don't even know why I tried that, but I did it anyway, and it was actually pretty funny. I thought it was cool. But, yeah, I guess they want you to try doing that now. It is a very narrow sight. Like, the N-Strike barrels are very narrow. I'll go get one. Alright, so I got the coolest one that Nerf makes, the proximity one. That's pretty narrow. It looks bigger on camera, but imagine you have this mounted on the top of something. It's going to look narrower than it actually is. And yeah, I mean, I see this as a cool use for your barrel, though, because why would you want to decrease accuracy? Like, that barrel looks pretty big. This one is really small, so it doesn't really decrease your accuracy that much, or your range. Mainly range, a little bit accuracy, but mostly range. And yeah, this stuff like this one doesn't even have another thing on it. The Modulus ECS-10 barrel does, which is awesome. That almost looks like a Modulus barrel, but with that little rail thingy, whatever you want to call it, on the bottom. Now over to here, you look like you have a front post to your sight. I would not use this. I would not put that barrel on. And then you have another barrel that has a muzzle on it. What the heck, bro? Like, why? And what people have said that this might be is a counter. And what's cool about that is for the 3-round burst firing that they have, that might be a counter barrel. I don't see any wires or anything that connect it to the blaster. Maybe it's like infrared or something. I don't know. Infrared's outdated, guys. Sorry. I don't know what it is, actually, though. I seriously am wondering about that one. But, yeah. It looks to come with 2 12-round magazines, which is pretty good. I think that 12-round mags are definitely nice and practical, yet not too big. There's also a small chance it could be 10 rounds, but I'm not really sure about that. Especially because they have the 3-round burst. 12-round would make more sense because then you have 4 shots. Technically, they're not even really shots. You just press the trigger 4 times with the 3-round burst enabled, and then you use your 12-round mag. But yeah, that thing right there might be a counter, because basically how it would work is you go pew, 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 and then it tells the blaster to turn off the belt system. Most people are saying that this is going to be fed through a belt like the Hyperfire. Basically, if you don't know what that is, it's a conveyor belt that takes the top end of the dart and kind of moves it into the flywheel unit. And that's how the Hyperfire manages to get its ridiculous rate of fire that it does. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But for semi-auto, that would be just terrible. I mean, number one, you have to have the counterpiece on, otherwise it's not going to know when to stop. Unless the processor is inside of the blaster. This will need some sort of processor to do this too. If you've ever seen modders who make 3-round burst modified blasters, they need to put like some sort of little processing chip in there to let it know when to stop and when to shoot and whatever. For semi-auto, this would be terrible to have a belt in there, because a conveyor belt, because number one, you have that delayed fire. Like, everyone knows that when you pick up a Hyperfire, you press the trigger, there's that slight delay until it starts firing. With the Modulus, you just pull the trigger and it'll shoot. I mean, that's only semi-auto, but still. The Mastodon, you just pull the trigger, it'll shoot. Rapid Strike, Stampede, whatever. You pull the trigger, it will shoot. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is going to be flywheel. I can't really say semi-auto or full auto like I usually would if it was a flywheel. This one is going to be kind of a mix. And this is going to be the flagship Modulus blaster of 2017. I don't know when this is going to come out. I'd assume it's some point in the summer of 2016. And this all sounds all great. And I'd really like to pick one up, but they're going to cost at least $80 US. That's what the posts have said about this one, and that is scary high. Like, the Mastodon is $80. The Rhino Fire is $80. The only thing that is more expensive than $80 right now is the Terra Scout. But to be honest, Terra Scout hasn't been doing too great because of the ridiculous sales price, and nobody wants to go to Toys R Us and pay $19.99 for a strong arm. That just shows you how overpriced this Terra Scout is. Anyway, guys, I would love to pick this one up. I hope I could get one. Again, they're ridiculously expensive, though. So maybe on Black Friday of 2017, maybe that's the time to buy one. But yeah, it's spring or summer release date. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will let you know about more Nerf news. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Peace out, everyone.